Well, hello, everyone. I know this is normally our two tutors talking, but we did not have anyone for this week. So I just figured, you know what? I was going to come on and talk about the difference between tutoring and tuition because it seems like a lot of people just keep getting it mixed up. And I think a lot of people are missing out on some opportunities just because of the verbiage. But then I was getting a whole lot of other stuff, and I'm like, you know what? I can put that into a blog, which I'll do that. You'll probably see it at the end of this week. But I really want to talk about what's happening right here, right now. So I did do a post earlier about this nice person that decided to call me and to leave me a message. And then the way his message read, it was similar to a message that I received about a month earlier, but it wasn't the same school. So I'm going to read to you the whole thing. And usually, when someone calls and I don't recognize the number, it's either one, I'm busy tutoring, or two, I don't know you, so leave a message. And if you don't leave a message, it's almost like you never called. So that's just how my philosophy is, right? So this person says, "Hi there, my name is Julian." Yeah, I'm snitching all kinds of stuff out. I'm calling on behalf of Francis Scott Key Middle and Elementary School in Baltimore. We're just wrapping up a special sponsorship project for the school, and we're going to feature a local tutoring service. So please give me a call back at your earliest convenience. I love to fill you in on the details. The best number to reach me at is going to be 6588. Once again, that number is, and he repeats it. Thank you so much. Now, when I looked at the other one, same exact script, but person's name was Kara and the school was Severin. So we have Kara, we have Severin, everything else, the phone number, everything's exactly the same. Francis Stock Keys. I asked them, I'm like, do you guys have like a special project that you guys are working on that you're looking like? I'm usually in charge of like community stuff, and I do not have anything like that on our listing. She's like, yeah, so I wouldn't do it. So that's what raised the alarm. And I understand this time of year, people are desperate because they want to either provide some kind of special moment. Thanksgiving's right around the corner. Christmas is right around the corner. If they have younger kids, the kids all want to have something. They don't have the money to provide. So they think of the easiest way, which is, manipulate. Because we're kind hearted people during this time of year. You gotta think when someone normally will ask you for money during the summer, you would tell them to bleep off. But then when they're sitting right in front of you and it's just about to snow and it's all cozy and warm and you're like, oh, here's $10. Or, we're so quick to give because of the time of year. That's how we're all programmed. But there's got to be another way. There's got to be another way. And I know a lot of people fall for it. Hell, my mom almost fell for it. There's multiple times that she will call me and like, is this okay? Is that okay? Because nowadays we don't know. It looks official. Like all the publications that we're getting sometimes the messages that we're getting, it sounds official, it looks official, so you think it is official. But remember, technology is getting so much better. So, in order for us to do this, we just have to be vigilant. We have to kind of know our surroundings, know who we are, know what we want, know who we're paying, because sometimes they do that for me as BG&E, Baltimore Gas and Electric, and they would say, "Oh, we're shutting off your electricity," and I was like, "For what? I paid my bill," and then I realized they're calling me on my business line, not the line that's connected to my account. They think they're slick. They think they're slick. So you're always going to have to do some kind of research. So that's one. Then the other thing is talk to some other people. If you're thinking about venturing into something and you're looking at stuff online, see if you could talk to some other people that actually do it. So you might have to maybe go a little bit on research. Maybe you might want to talk to someone, say you want to talk about tutoring. And you're like, oh, okay, who can I get in touch with? You can get in touch with myself. There's other Kelly Michelle, there's Michael, there's Joanne Kaminsky, there's Julia Silver. There's so many people out there. And you're probably saying, Audrey, why are you naming all these people? Like they could probably get all the money from you. I'm like, I don't want to say cocky, but there's no competition. We're all in the same boat. We're trying to help students. That's why we're doing this. If we get money from it, great. If we're able to live a life that's comfortable, like I'm doing, great. Are we going to have our rough patches? Yes. But then we have to remember we're all in the same boat. So if I can verbalize and lead people in the right direction, because I don't know everything, elementary reading, I don't know that. I know how to read, but there's some people that don't. So that's not my thing. That's not my forte or my niche. Whereas other people have their specialties and their niches as well. So go ahead and publicize it. So just like in the Valley of the Blind, one eye friend is king. Let me be your one-eyed man. Let me share with you my expertise, and you might have some expertise in something else that I'm not strong with. That's how we work. Okay, so talking to people that you know to see, hey, does anybody know anybody that knows how to do plumbing? Does anybody know how to do real estate? I have lots of students that I used to teach. They're amazing people. They're doing a lot of those things. If you need it, just ask me. And then the other thing is when you're unsure, just do what my mom does. Ask Audrey. When you're not sure, at least you have somebody that's like, look, Audrey, I got this publication talking about, oh, do I want to get an email list of all the schools in your state? Honey, you can do that. It's called, look on the internet, type in whatever district that you want, and it'll give you the names of the principal, the assistant principal, the guidance counselors. It will give you the list of the teachers, who's the department chair. You can easily figure all that stuff out all by yourself, and you don't have to pay anybody a dime. You can easily be on the top of the list of Google by doing more in your Google business account. You don't have to pay anybody $300-400 for that, because all they're doing is taking your current Facebook stuff and they're posting it for you. They're basically reposting the stuff that you just posted. Yeah, evil eye. Okay. So those are the things to kind of be cautious with. Now, with all of that being said, I am just going to share out a little bit of what I've been working on, because I know I've been out and about and kind of missing once in a while, because I want to do so much. And let me see if I can bring everything up. Here we go. My coming soon. So there's a couple things I have coming soon that's really basically out. I'm just waiting for Amazon to send me my copies so I can do a proper, hey, introduction. So one of the things is my algebra-based courses. So I made courses that goes from the beginning, like what is a number, all the way down to statistics and probability. So I have those ones for Algebra Foundations. I have another one for GED. I have another one for Accuplacer, and also for the ASVAB. So it's like all the math that you're going to see in those forms. Now, trust me, this time of year, everybody's like, you know what? January's coming, and you know what? I want to go back to school. I want to, everyone wants to lose weight, go back to school, and do all kinds of things. So at least this is not going to be just that fly by night type thing. I'm not going to give you the whole entire course all at once. This is going to be a subscription. So what happens every 3 days, you will receive an instructional video, practice sheets with answer key, and then bi-weekly, I will have Q&A sessions that you can sign up for, and then I can break down some of those concepts within that hour time that I have. All right. So it's really going to be for those adults that haven't been in school forever, and then you have to learn these basic concepts. Now, especially for the ASVAB, this I'm looking at mostly for those that are going to be testing basically in April and May. Same thing with GED. So because I do not want to overwhelm. But if you're thinking about doing the GED, you can do your English portion and still have the subscription of the math. So it's still kind of fresh with you. You can do the science and then do the math so you won't be completely overwhelmed. Okay. So that is going to be coming out soon. I'm basically putting on the finishing touches, but it'll be out before Thanksgiving. Now the next one is this is what the reason why over Halloween I say she's brewing something, and this is what was brewing, and the reason why I asked people about that were running girls groups because I wanted to do something for girls groups. It seems like lately I don't know. It just seems like everyone's like, yeah, we got all these programs for women, but then the action has a little less follow through. So I wanted to do something to build our young ladies. You know, everything is always kind of geared towards very objectifying. You know, everyone wants to be Megan Thee Stallion. Everybody wants to be little, this and that. But I wanted to do something that is going to be impactful, something that's going to bring out conversation, something that will be useful as a great resource for those that are running girls groups. And if you don't know what a girls group is, it's just basically getting a bunch of girls together, chatting, discussing about current events, how they're feeling, how they can break things down, how they can basically build themselves up so they can have their shoulders back and their chins high, for me, chins, plural, high, so they can be able to move forward with this crazy changing life and not lose themselves in different colors, coloring pages for women all over. Like Muslim, everything you could possibly think of. I tried to put it as a nice mixture because I want someone to open this book and to feel that they see themselves being represented in one way, shape, or form. So in the mix of all that, we have like three discussion areas, questions that makes them think. Like, what would they want to be as if they had a moment to speak with a powerful person? What would they say? If you were president, what would you change with the world? Like some of those discussions to bring out, as well as some additional puzzles that they can have fun with. Because you'll be surprised at how much will come out while people are being creative at the same time. So that's one thing I definitely wanted to do. So I geared it for girls groups. I also geared it for like girl themed parties, like pajama parties or, birthday parties. But like if you're doing gift bags, holiday gifts that are coming up, if you have like a small gift or a small child or a young lady in your life that you want to say, you know what, she likes to color. So let me get her a coloring book that's going to be more like age appropriate, not like nullified, but age appropriate. And also, it'll be great for teachers, teachers, especially all girl schools. Sometimes we're always looking for activities, and it seems like we see a lot of male driven activities. And you're like, I need something for my girls. Now you got something, Now it's not just pretty, pretty princesses. It actually has women that are like being active and advocating for themselves. And you'll see once I finally get my copy, I'm going to do a proper launch, as I said, soon enough. Okay. So hopefully I'll be able to do that before Thanksgiving, just in time for Black Friday. Okay. So the last part doesn't have to do with me selling anything, but it is basically if you want to be a member, if you want to do two tutors talking with me, that'll be great. I'm looking for some tutors to fill out my December. So we can do a pre-recording and then we do a launch. So what we can do is we're going to talk about your tutoring business. What is it that you do? How did you get started? I'm actually doing a podcast that will be released, I think, tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. And that's what I generally do, how I can do another way to present my business to the world. So what you'll get is a recording, which I do owe two people recordings. It's going to happen this week. You'll get your copy of your recording and you can use it on social media. You can cut it into small little pieces and do it for publications. You can do it to attract people to your website if you have a website, or attract them to your Facebook or your any of your social medias. So it's something that you're putting out there, then you don't feel like it's just you and the camera. It's actually going to be a person like me just talking to you about your business, about your personality, and how you can best suit almost any child that you experience. So that is it for me. I did not want to come on here too long. Hopefully you guys are doing all right. But again, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me. But before 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, because from 3, especially tonight, from 3 to 11, I will be tutoring. Yeah, yeah. So if anything, I will talk to you guys soon. So hopefully you guys have an amazing day, and I love you, and do not forget to keep being awesome.